Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Executive Assault 2 Questions Episode 2. Boy, I can tell I'm going to make a lot of mistakes right here, right now. Unlike the first one, I'm going to just try to do this whole thing in one run. That way I don't have to kind of go back and mess with the editing. Oh my god, the editing took so long. Anyways, so let's get on with this. Oh, before we do get on, let me just state, I was never planning on doing a second episode of this, but after seeing the results, I couldn't resist. Well, I can't say that. Personally, it was more or less, uh, well, just seeing so many people and seeing how the community was going silent, I decided, hey, why not make this, get the community going again. Anyways, let's carry on to our first clip. So, Rob, a little while ago, as we all know, released these shorts on the game. Uh, let's watch one. I did turn off the volume, so if you want to listen to that, go to the actual short so you can view it for yourself and hear all the wonderful sound effects. Last time I tried recording this, when I went into this video editor, oh my god, it was your rape. Okay, so if we go back, so we notice first thing, our ship is kind of slow. I'm pretty sure Rob will have a technology or something that you can research in mid-game to speed up your ship. Now, if we also just go to this last bit, why are we shooting at the big ship? I mean, can we deal damage to it? I mean, if you look, we are kind of just using our... Wow, that is such a short scene. We are using our basic weapons by the looks of it. Nothing too fancy. No heavy explosives or something, but who knows? Maybe that can actually deal some damage. Um, One concern I did have as we're just flying about is how accurate are these bots? As we can see, someone just got blown up in the distance. If we just kind of go back, that was pretty accurate, but a lot of these shots are missing. But this was still taken in early development of the game. So that is actually a legitimate concern of mine because if we all remember EA1, the bots had almost perfect aim with every weapon other than the rocket launcher. So yeah. Oh, and the other thing I should mention that came up to mind is if we pay attention right here, our health bar is kind of up, and then we kind of take a blow. Yep, right there. Health bar goes down. Can we repair our ship in mid-battle or at all? Is there like a repair bay we can fly into if we take too severe of damage or something we can build? If not, oh well. That about does it for this clip. Let's move on to the next slide. Wow. Real professional. Okay, so this one we have quite a bit of information to look over. Um, this is Rob's second short, as you can see. Um, right now, if we just fast forward through the intro. As we can see, we have two frigates. I'm guessing this one's us, and that's gotta be the enemy, is my guess. And somewhere along the line, the shield takes some pot shots right there. So we're taking some fire, which brings up a few questions, like why are the ships firing at the CEO's office? You know, for doing this as a second take, I really should have made that edit. Whatever. We'll make note of that for future reference. Um, which, if they are shooting at the CEO office for a reason, does that mean the CEO office is destructible? Which would bring up its own list of questions if that is yes. But we'll leave it at that for the moment on that one. How much damage can those shields take before breaking? Because we know, since it's a video game, the shields have to break at some point, else you have an impenetrable wall, thus breaking the game. Um, excuse me. Okay, is there anything the CEO in this perspective, can he do anything in this perspective that he could not do in any other perspective? Like, is there some turret or base controls or something he can walk up to and mend to somehow help his scenario? That is a really good question. Um, Last question, which this one just pops into my head, and this is from EA1. Is there a self-destruct button? That is a very important button. I can't stress how important that button has been in EA1, and I can just imagine how important it will be in EA2. Um, Granted, again, we know this is from from the early stages of the game because A, this video was released a while ago, and B, this is an old design for the CEO office, if you can tell, that Rob had pointed out. In the forums, we had actually discussed this a bit, but we can clearly see the little hallway that wraps around the CEO office, kind of like that in EA1. Uh, then all that protects us, the CEO, from the rest of the outside world are these thin, well, probably thick doors, but the enemy is going to break through them one way or another. But Rob, we'll get back to the doors actually because that's part of our last question. Um, so the next question we have is map. As so, what does the red and blue icons on either side of the planet mean? I mean, personally, to me, I'm guessing red is opposing forces and blue are friendly forces. Uh, will Another question that pop brings up: Will we? If only I can speak. Will we be able to rename a planet if we own it or have control of it? I should say. I mean, and how long are the travel time is the travel time between worlds? And yes, I am going to make a reference. This looks similar to another game called Sins of the Solar Empire with how they do mapping. Um, but in this particular game, I would hate to own this world right here. This world is a horrible world to defend just from all the angles. Um, but it's kind of nice that we have all the planet layouts like that. If we actually go to the next slide, Sons of Solar Empire. This is how they do mapping, and our executive assault is supposed to be doing mapping according to Rob, and he kind of said this in early stages as well. Wow, actually, now I think about it, Rob hasn't really posted anything new for a while. Well, yeah. Oh, and we also have the little tabs here as the CEO can just kind of see. So I'm guessing this is going to be a new form of iron, and then this is going to be like the new form of Tryon if you think about it. Grant, you probably want to have a lot of this, a lot of money. But overall, I mean, very similar features between the two. Um, I mean, it works well. It really does. Okay, let's get to our last question. Okay, I'm not going to read this for you, and if you want to read it, pause it now and read it. If not, I will just give you a brief description. Pretty much, me and Rob were talking about the layout of the CEO office. I was mentioning this earlier. And it looked kind of vulnerable compared to EA2. So, instead of me pitching idea after idea after idea, Rob told me he would love to hear from the community, so I made a thread on the community asking for everyone's ideas on how to address this issue. Now, I will be leaving a link to to those forums, or to that thread, I should say. I would love to hear your feedback because we can do an elevator. Now, fun story. Rob does not like making elevators. He didn't go into too much specifics, but he just said making a working elevator in EA1 was a lot of trouble for him. But it might be worth it in the end. To keep that as a icon, the next we could do some kind of portal. Maybe a well, we'll come back, and then the final we could also do like a door. Maybe we could put a door in front of a portal that leads off to a elevator. Oh dear God. Uh, or maybe we could think up of some other ideas. I mean, we have a world of possibilities, and who knows? Maybe you could do like a scavenger hunt throughout the enemy base to pull certain levers to unlock the magical door, or turn on or reroute power to the CEO office teleporters to force them on, and then allow your troops to go through. I mean, that is an idea, but like I said, I could go all day pitching ideas. Rob wanted to hear your feedback. So please, if you have an idea, share it. Uh, in other regards, I mean, that is a pretty thick door. That's all. And thanks for watching. And I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say or to share. Anyways, have a good day.